Welcome to What's Cooking in the Library. Today we are making stuffed zucchini boats. It's that time of year. You probably have zucchini in your garden. If not, you probably have a neighbor that has zucchini. So we're going to do a zucchini recipe today. This is one that I really like. It's called stuffed zucchini. And we start out with, I have 2 medium-sized zucchini here. This recipe takes 2 to 3 of them. I brought actually all I have from my garden today. So we're going to cut this horizontally. And then we're going to just scrape out the flesh. And I just scrape it out, the inside part of it. And we're going to cut it up into smaller pieces to use it in our recipe. So I'm just going to put it right on the cutting board here. So I'm just going to scrape this inside out. I just use a spoon. You want to leave like about a 1/4 inch skin. Where we're going to stuff it. So just put a hole in the bottom of that one. So that's not good, but oh well. All right, so it's going to look like this. And we're going to put it on a pan, just like that. And once you get it on there, just rub it with a little bit of olive oil. I have a spray here. I just spray a little bit of olive oil on it, and then we're going to bake it. So I'm going to do the rest of the other zucchini here and get it all prepared, and then we'll bake it. All right, I have my zucchini all ready. I'm going to put it in an oven that is preheated to 375 degrees, and we're going to bake it for 15 minutes. But while it's baking, let's put that in here. While it's baking, we're going to brown up 1 pound of ground meat. Now, I am using ground beef today, but you can use ground pork, you can ground chicken, whatever kind of ground meat you like. We're just going to brown that up. Okay, while the zucchini's cooking and the ground beef is browning, I'm going to just cut this insides of the zucchini up into smaller pieces. Just kind of cut it up into smaller pieces. Don't have to be exact, just kind of small bite-sized pieces. Okay, I got the ground meat browned. We're going to add a 1/2 of a chopped onion. And we're going to add the flesh of the inside of the zucchini that's all chopped. And 1 tablespoon of garlic that's minced. And we're just going to let that cook for a little bit. All right, I had to switch pans because my pan was too small, but cook that for a few minutes. Now we're going to add 1½ cup of sauce. This is spaghetti sauce. You can use marinara sauce. You can use just plain diced tomatoes or tomato sauce. I would probably add some spices, maybe some oregano, Italian spices, or whatever taste you like to it. And then we'll add just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to taste. Stir that all up and let it just simmer for a few minutes. So The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add about 3/4 to a cup of cheese. I am not gonna measure it. I just like a lot of cheese, so yeah, it looks about right. I'm just gonna stir that in. You don't have to add the cheese if you don't want. You can just put it on the top. I like it in. This is a recipe you can really do lots of different things to it. Add any meat, add any sauce, and it just turns out really good. So our zucchini is now done. Go ahead and fill our zucchini now. So I just use a spoon and just spoon it right into there. Kind of make sure it's kind of heaped up in it. And I don't think I have enough. I'm going to have a bunch of extra filling, it looks like, because I didn't have quite enough zucchini. So we'll just have extra. I had extra the other night when I made it too, and I just put it in the freezer and labeled it as zucchini filling, stuffed zucchini filling. And one of these days when I have zucchini, I'll just take it out and defrost it and put it in there and bake it. So you can see I have a bunch of extra. But okay, then we're just gonna top it with some cheese, sprinkle it with some cheese on the top, and we're gonna bake it for about 15 more minutes, 10 to 15 more minutes until it is, the cheese is all melted. And so there we are. Okay, put it back in the oven then. So the other thing you could do, you could actually use this for stuffed peppers, or you could just eat it. You could actually just whatever you wanted with your leftover stuff. But so it's been cooking in the oven here, and they are done. You can see it's all melty, and they are ready to be served. Stuffed zucchinis.